It's Red Ramdas here from Airwaves in Durban. We are a national company in South Africa with offices, head offices in Durban and branches in Johannesburg and in Cape Town. We are able to cover all the services between all these areas and the whole of South Africa for air freight, for sea freight, and for road freight, rail, project cargo, import, export, as well as in fact of taking cargo certification of weights, etc. with the lines. We work with all major shipping lines. We've been operating with major shipping airlines as well, and we work with neutral forwarders and neutral partners. We prefer working with people within the network of CLN who are independent people who are working as good partners. We are able to also arrange for setting up importers with registrations. We are completely customs and excise registered accredited agent, and we are able to do customs clearances via EDI within 20 minutes. Airways has been existing from 1988, which says that we've been operating successfully for 31 years, and we have many recommended overseas partners. And with having partners like these, that we are able to move cargo from end to end, door to door on a DDP, DDU or ex-works basis to anywhere from any part of the world. We have many reliable partners because we are able to share mutual business and do mutual profit share to increase the business. And the thing is that we have a platform like CLN who actually introduce people of credibility, and they do check them out and rate them, so it gives us sufficient security that we can work with the accredited agents that they have, and the debt is insured. And currently, although we are a third-year member of CLN, but as I say, we hope to grow. We have made many friends here. We have successfully moved shipments directly, indirectly, and also on cross-trade basis across with the CLN partners. The services that we do provide currently is import, export, and we are able to do storage, warehousing, unpacking, and packing of containers. And we are able to do in future, waiting upon the governments of Zimbabwe, Zambia, Botswana, Swaziland, and Lesotho on their stability, that we are able to move cargo in transit inbound to them. But these are moved on case-by-case basis due to the insecurity within their areas. However, it's not a problem. We have been doing it for many years, and as I say, it will be done on case-by-case basis. We have been operating for many years with accredited staff, and staff have started off right from the bottom, and they've been trained in-house on every facet of the industry from registration to completion, and they have grown. Our turnover of the staff is an average of about, say, 15 to 20 years within the company, so we lose very few staff. We change staff very rarely. Most of the staff have, once they get trained with us and stay with us, they deal with the same client for 10 years, 15 years, and our client base that we have currently, some of them go back to 1988, or many of them do, and it's because of the staff that have the personal touch with them. We may not be the biggest with having a lot of staff, and by having very little staff turnover, our clients or the importers or the exporters have a very close hands-on basis communication and services from us, rather than having a arm's length business which is operated by many bigger companies, where when an inquiry comes in, it goes to management, it goes from management, it goes to junior management, it goes then to senior clerks, and by the time you get to a registration clerk, it's 3-4 days gone by. For us, we know immediately from the top to the bottom what would happen. we look at referrals, and many of our clients are referred to by our current clients, and they are actually clients that are referred to by our friends. Likewise, the partners that we do pick and we use as on recommendation for forming a good long-term partnership is by people we have been dealing with before, and it's just worked out that I've spoken to somebody shortly and they have been dealing with a new agent. The first time I'm going to use them is that it's referred by a good old friend. So it is mostly referrals that actually carry weight rather than the big advertising and brand names they have there. I think, as everybody would say, the economy that's moving fast is probably China and India, and a little bit the Asia region with Vietnam and also Korea. They are actually literally overtaking all products in South Africa, from white goods to motor vehicles. But with South Africa, we are in Durban, the biggest port in Africa. We've been told, and we understand, that Africa is a sleeping giant of consumers. So these major players like China and India and the other Asian attached corporations out there and businesses will find it overtraded in Europe and Americas, everywhere else. So they would target Africa, who needs everything from machinery, capital equipment down to consumer goods. So we, as Airwaves in South Africa, we cover it predominantly, and being the biggest port here, we would find it successful to start moving these people's cargo to places like Zimbabwe, Zambia, Swaziland and Botswana as they grow. We're hoping the political settlements in those countries come to fruition to make sure that the businesses grow. And if their businesses grow, we would see it to be a roaring trade one day. African market is a sleeping giant of consumers. Sadly, they need to get the act together in getting the governments to start operating properly and look after investors, and the investors will come in, and that will be the big market in future. South America, we have previously dealings with commodities which are in South Africa, like clothing and shoes, and a little bit of other mixed goods, but we have no problems or issues because we have got good partners in South America. And although we produce wines in South Africa for export to Europe and everywhere else, I know there's wines coming from Chile, there's agricultural products coming from there. So literally our market's like competing with what they produce, but they have got some specialized goods like good leather goods and shoes. So we have got partners there, and I see it going well. Well, as I said, the CLN members is one reason why we joined them, is that they have a vast list of businesses that are operating from different areas of the world. So we can do good on the word of CLN and the organized way they have put the directories out, and we can get to each and every partner. And we have partners from CLN now who are not available, if not elsewhere, we can't get hold of them. They are at least rated, and we would deal, and I'm not being picky about it, but we would prefer to deal with the gold rated members, because of security. And as everybody would need to be given a chance, sure, we'll do that, but it'll be done in such a way that it's beneficial to all parties. And with CLN, I think they consider their prestigious name to be something of hard work that was developed over many years. We would give them the assurance we will always play within the legal limits and always be upmarket with whatever they intend to stand, and we'll support it, that they do not get embarrassed by our office anyway whatsoever. We do appreciate them considering us to be a partner on their list of services that we can be a partner amongst all the people, we appreciate that opportunity.